Yeah.
Okay, ask again, please.
So my question is, when someone is talking on a topic, that like uh, between the conversation, I remember the topics, like I remember how to like question to ask, but it is a very bad manner to interrupt someone in the conversation. So how to remove that? Because I feel after that I feel forget that question to
You
ask
don't
them.
need, you don't need to remember.
But I want to ask something.
Yes,
Yeah.
you don't need to remember. Just be excused.
Yes.
Say, excuse me, sir. I have a question. Like you have a question right now.
Okay.
When this is a casual conversation, this is not only for you, this is for all of you. Oh, I couldn't start my live stream on Instagram. Let me do it. This is not for you. This is for everyone who is in this class and who is listening to me either on WhatsApp, YouTube, Instagram, in this class, or anywhere on Hello Talk. This is for all of you. Whenever you're having a casual conversation, you can interrupt them by requesting, "Excuse me, sir, I got a question," or "I have a question," and it will remind you what is the question actually. Got it?
Okay. Yeah, got it.
If the person wants to reply you, going to reply you back. Otherwise, the person is going to remind you at the end of this conversation. You got it now?
Yeah.
Yes. This is the best option. But remember, the conversation must be casual. Is it clear?
Yeah, it is clear.
Well, now, when the conversation is not casual, not random, there is a topic. For example, when I teach you classes to help you from beginning to advanced, I give you a chance to make a conversation. Got it? And you all get a chance to make a conversation. And you ask, and also you ask questions in between. But when this is a lecture about learning lessons regarding your lifestyles, your personality, public speaking, anything else that's very important for you.
Yeah.
Hi. What do you do in this conversation? What do you do in this situation? My request is to all of you, be on mute, right? And when you are on mute, I'm the only person who's speaking to you. You listen to me carefully. You may have a lot of questions. You cannot interrupt me because this is a lecture. It has to be continued for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. You must have a notebook. You must have a pen. And this is not only for me, this is for everywhere. Write it down everything in a notebook. When I'm speaking quickly, or maybe this is a very serious matter, you cannot write quickly, just scan the words. That what's the word you want to ask about? What's the word makes you feel that there is a question and you should ask? You got it now?
Yeah. Got it.
You got it now? Good. This is the best option. You're going to remind yourself. And this is for all of you. I told you. This is not only for Kiara. Any other questions?
No, sir.
It was a very serious lesson yesterday, and it was only for Indian people.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask is what other actions can be taken or tactics can be done to improve phonetics? Like if phonetics is not good, then it's definitely nearby impossible to communicate with international people, right? The environment where international people are sitting.
Yeah. So your question is regarding phonetics. Phonetics, sounds. The one is minor option. The second one is major. What is the minor one? You have to improve your basic letters. What we pronounce in alphabet, A to Z. All these letters, you must have an idea how they are making a sound. For example, I realized the letter V. Let me write it down here. V. It's making a sound from your voice box. It's a voiced sound. There is a difference between sounds that we have in English, voiced, unvoiced. That one is making a sound from your voice box in English, it's called voiced. When another one is making a sound only from your mouth, not from your throat, that's called unvoiced. It has no voice. I can give you an example. This is V. When you pronounce, put your two fingers here to your voice box, all members. All members. Jalal, all members. Put your fingers here. Now pronounce this letter. V. 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 I give you another letter. This is F. 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 You got the point? You have to do it by yourself, and I will also teach you. Don't worry. At the initial phase, basic level, you have to improve your alphabet A to Z. How they're making a sound and how you mispronounce. You have to correct it. Because we are all taught only alphabet from beginning to advanced, while speaking English, while learning about grammar and anything else. But this is not actually what we are taught. Especially in the countries, English is not first language. English is a second language. We learn alphabet only to write English, only to read English. But phonetics is taught to speak English. There's a difference between phonetics and alphabet. Writing, reading, speaking, and listening the sound. Speaking and listening the sound. This is called phonetics. There's a difference between both. How often have you been surprised about pronouncing the words nature, future, mature, cut, cute?
Texture.
Yes, because they are written something else, they are pronounced something else. That's the reason. We study phonetics to improve spoken as a second language. We study alphabet to improve reading and writing English. Is it clear now? Get back to the point. Second option that I'm giving an example about sounds, voiced and unvoiced. There are 26 letters in alphabet. There are 5 vowels and 21 consonants. Why there are 5 vowels? Because they are powerful. They have their own power. And the reason is only sound. They have their sound. But consonants, they don't have their sound. That's the reason they are not powerful. When I'm teaching you English from beginning, remind me, I will teach you everything in deep, and you will be surprised to know, as a kid, you never ever imagine about it. Second one thing, when I'm teaching you phonetics, there are 44 sounds in English. 5 long vowel sounds, 7 short vowel sounds, 8 diphthong vowel sound, and 20 consonant sounds. They are all in total 44 sounds in phonetics. When you are capable to speak English in public, when you are capable to improve your English by yourself, you can spot your mistakes by yourself. I mean, you to get B2 level. I will study your phonetics. You have to be fluent before learning about grammar. You have to be fluent before knowing how sounds are pronounced and they are formed. It's going to be very hard when I put a lot of things at the same time on your mind. This is an example. When you are a piece of paper, when you are a piece of paper, you have no power. And I put something heavier, you can't survive it. You got the point? If it's a little lighter, you can survive it. I know that you're not capable of it, but it's okay. And it's a more little lighter, you can survive it. So what I do first, I need to make you stronger. I need to make you feel stronger, mentally and also physically, emotionally. When you're stronger, you are capable to transform yourself. It's a piece of a paper. You're a piece of a paper. And how you're going to transform yourself? You know when and how to bend yourself. You know when you need to be a candle, and you know when you need to be a weapon. You know when you need to be a hammer, so that you can survive. I didn't do it before. I'm just teaching you live. And this idea came to my mind to give you an example, to be honest. In some cases, you can say that you are going to use physics in English. When you know how to transform yourself, you know how you are going yourself to make it stronger. You find yourself in something, you are structured, and you can survive another piece of a paper. Got it now? How stronger you are going to be, you can survive many other things. Uh, oh, I'm sorry, you're not that much stronger. Because at this level, you have to be emotionally stronger. Where is this camel? Oh, bro, come here. I want you to be here. Okay. The same way, you need to be stronger, stable, and you need to balance. When you know how to balance and you know how to survive, you can stand up. Again, you're not capable. I'm really sorry. It was just an example to make you understand. I can use some other things. I can use bottles or any other things to explain you. I hope you all understand, right? We were talking about phonetics. So when you are at this level, you can understand English, you can speak English, you can read, you can write, everything is strong. Now I'm going to teach you advanced level. Idioms, phrases, and advanced level of speaking in public, also phonetics. Syllable. Okay, when I talk about it, let me give you an idea. What is syllable? It is all about counting the sounds of a word, how many times you're going to take for pronouncing one word. May or male. It's making two sounds. It has two syllables. May or. This is the best idea to continue syllable. Use your hand under your chin, or you can put it like beneath. This is beneath, this is under. And when you are making one sound, your chin is going to touch your hand. May or, two sounds. Small, yo, two sounds. This is how you're going to check how many syllables are there in English. I'm not teaching you. I'm just giving an example to make you understand the things you're going to have in the future. When I'm teaching you only public speaking, this is a different subject. When I'm teaching you only personality development, this is a different subject. What I'm going to teach you today, this is a different subject. And this is what I learned from one of my students. I'm going to share my experience. I want you to follow. She is very consistent. She is very serious about learning English. Well, she's not the first one. I'm not surprised for the first time. I didn't cry for the first time. But it happened in the past. Before 5 years, before 7 years, when I was teaching in a group, and the rule was very strict. Rules, religion, laws, constitution, politics, they don't depend on emotions. They have rules, regulations, and we all have to follow. If we don't follow, we are kicked out. That's what happened when I'm teaching in a group. There was a student from Saudi Arabia. I don't remember her name exactly. She was removed from the group. Maybe it was me I removed her or my team from IESG. There were almost 200 or 300 students. The rule was if you are continuously inactive for 3 days, you will be removed permanently. Now we are talking about the past time. The rule was if you are continuously inactive for 3 days, you ought to be removed from the group. The rule is not changed yet. The rule is still there. But I am not active because I found people were not active. It's been just 1 year or more than that. I'm not active in the first group, the old group. If you're inactive for 3 days, you will be removed. It's chill. That's what I want to teach you. We are going to apply for today. And this was the rule. She was removed. While she was messaging me, she was crying. She was very emotional. She sent me a voice note. Why did you remove me? I used to join your classes. I used to your group. But you... I'm sorry, I started crying in real. Uh, it's not a joke. It's an example. How serious you are. How serious you need to be. What is attachment? What is intimacy? To be honest, I also cried. She wasn't my sister. She wasn't my wife. She wasn't my girlfriend. She was a true student. She was really serious about learning English. And she made me emotional. She made me cry. Another student from Bangladesh, I removed her by mistake. It's kind of when you are removing someone from the group, and it was my mistake. I'm really sorry. Again, I don't remember her name because there are thousands of students. I can't remember each and every one. This is problem. But yes, I remember the incident, what happened, what I got from them, what I learned from them. She also started crying. And she messaged me, why did you remove me? I am really serious. I join your all classes. I leave everything. I don't have my dinner, my lunch, my breakfast on time, but I have your classes on time. Why did you remove me? I never expected it from you. I asked Soria and said that I'm really sorry. I couldn't be aware that I removed you. I was removing someone else. The person was next to you. She didn't agree because she was emotionally attached. Again, she wasn't my wife. She wasn't my girlfriend. She wasn't my sister. She's my student. She's still there, but I think she's active on Facebook, not on Hello Talk. I have a lot of stories like this. I want to share one of that happened last night. I was live on Hello Talk. It was continuing for more than 2 hours, 2 hours and 30 minutes. One of my students is having my private class. She got offended because I forgot to teach her private class. She didn't know how to react. She is so active. She is very consistent. She is very smart, really serious about learning English. The person I'm looking for. She's not having my free classes. She's having my paid classes. When I got back and messaged to her, I found she blocked me. And really, I'm so hurt. I felt myself, I was crying. And the fact that how I did it, I don't want to make you feel shy. I don't want to make you feel cry. I want me, I want you to be the same serious person to learn English. You must have the value. Life is coming, going, the time is passing. You're still the same. Nothing is going to be changed if you don't change. And she taught me actually what is schedule. What is schedule? Well, I'm not blocked yet. Don't worry. She restored my account. Now she's back. We are talking. But what it happened instantly. I'm telling you, everything was happening in real life. I'm telling you about my experience. I'm not teaching you something is written in the book. I'm teaching you what I experienced, how you should learn, what you need to follow, how you're going to be active and consistent, persistent, how you're going to learn exactly. You have to be active every day. I'm working as a teacher. This is not my compulsion for making money.